It's Wednesday, October 15th, 2025, and it's time to wake up Wilmington. We'll be right back. I don't expect anything from up.
All right, all the mics are on. We're wasting battery power. Let's go.
Let's go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to, we're halfway through the month of October already. What happened? Last time I blinked my eyes, I was in July.
You blink your eyes all the time, Joe. All right. I don't know which seat. I'll sit on the end.
Did I invite you over?
We're like bookends. Oh, Mr. Host.
I'm not a host.
How are you this morning? How are you feeling? Because everybody, I got all kinds of text messages asking about how's Joe? We thought he died on the set.
Well, I thought I died on the set the other day,
we didn't
too.
call the squad. Now, we've been trying to determine what got you so deathly ill so quickly. Yeah. So the day before, we had done a Buckeyes club football game, and the Battling Bishops there in Delaware County, Delaware, Ohio. Buckeyes won. They won by 17 points. Pretty good win.
Yep.
Did it bore you?
Yep.
The win. Then we coming back through Columbus, because Delaware's on the east side of Columbus, and northeast side, and coming back through Columbus to head south to Cincinnati or here to Wilmington. We stopped at on the Lane, who is one of our sponsors for club football, right?
Because you wanted me to pay for your food.
No. I was running the on the Lane ad all through the game, and Joe was chomping at the bit, telling me how hungry he was.
I started.
I said, well, then buy me a pizza at on the Lane. Oh, I think I'm going to buy wings.
I wish I did buy wings.
Well, I don't know if it would have changed, but anyway, so we did. We stopped at on the Lane, and it was very busy because there was some type of a concert. Did we ever find out what kind of concert it was?
I don't think we ever did. You were going to look it up on the way back.
Anyway, there was a concert at the Schott, which is the Schottenstein Center, which is the big arena in
and there's
on
a
the
parking
campus.
lot directly across the street from on the Lane, and people are pulling in.
How much was it to park?
$20.
$20 to park, just to park for the concert. I don't know how much the concert tickets were, and I guess it depends on. I'll have to look this up while you're blabbering here.
Go ahead.
But anyway, well, I'm talking.
You keep saying that.
I'm talking.
You never shut up.
So we stopped at on the Lane to get something to eat, and of course, all the waitresses just fawned over me the minute they saw me walk in the door. They surrounded me, and they said, "Who's this guy? Who's this guy that you brought in here?" So anyway, Joe and I sat down, just barely got a seat too, because it was packed, and they've got a patio, pretty good sized patio too, and that was packed. It was packed everywhere. So anyway, we decided that we would have pizza. Why, Joe? Because the first thing that when I sat down, because Joe hadn't waddled in yet, he's kind of slow, and he slow. Usually. You didn't bring your walker in, did
no,
you?
I didn't bring my walker.
He didn't bring his walker in, but anyway, so Joe came in, and I had already found out, at least from our server, that she said we're out of all our wings because everybody they've been bought out. Well, what she neglected to say was that the boneless wings, which is what Joe likes to eat anyway, they had boneless wings. They were out of all the other wings. Like, why would you buy wings with bones in them? Uh, is there that much difference in how expensive they are?
I don't know, but they
You
people buy
always order
wings.
boneless.
I don't. I'd rather eat a boneless wing than bone. When you eat boneless, when you eat bone-in wings, you gotta eat around the bone. You get this much meat, or the other one you get, this much.
It's all meat. It's all fat or whatever, baby fat or something. I don't know. But anyway, so Joe came in, he waddled in, he sat down, and I said, Joe, I'm sorry, but they don't have any wings, which was incorrect because they did have boneless wings.
Right. As always, you were wrong as always.
So then the server came over, and I don't know how we came to the conclusion that they did have wings, but she said, no, we've got boneless wings. And so I thought Joe was going to order boneless wings.
I started to.
But he asked her how much a dozen boneless wings were. Is that how much?
I can't remember what it was. I don't know.
Anyway, it was too much because
I think it was like for 15, it was going to be 19
12.
bucks.
There were 12 at a time.
And
But anyway, to buy us both boneless wings, since Joe was paying for all this humongous food, Joe says, "I'm not spending that kind of money."
I didn't say that.
So he said, "Let's get a pizza."
And I said, "You wanted pizza?" And you go, "Well, I could eat boneless wings."
I would eat whatever was
And
free.
then I said, "But if I buy the boneless wings to get enough for you to eat too,
well, yeah, I'm going to sit there and watch Joe eating boneless wings.
It'd be too much money." Well, and so I thought, well, we can get a pizza. It would be half that. And I said, let's just go ahead and get a pizza.
So we got a pizza.
But then we ended up eating
what kind of pizza was it?
pickle fries.
No, wait a minute. I did not even bring that up. Joe said, "Hey, should we have something else?" I said, "What? He's like an appetizer." So we looked at the appetizers, and I said, "How about trying these pickled fries?" And what they basically are pickles cut like
French fries.
regular French fries, and then they're deep battered.
They were good.
They were very good because Joe, he was cramming them in his mouth as fast as he could put them in there.
I was hungry.
He was hungry, yes.
Totally
That was obvious. And not only was it obvious when you ate like 2/3 of the pickled fries.
I did not eat that much.
Then he turned around. I thought he was going to eat the paper that was lining the pickle fry. He was like gorging. So then they brought the pizza. And he went like this. He was trying to protect it from me. So we started to eat the pizza, and he was shoveling pieces of pizza on his plate.
Like there was
no tomorrow, and I'm eating slowly, eating
That's
my
it.
pizza.
I just ate one pizza at a time, ate.
So Joe was like a piece ahead of me, and then
There were two pieces left.
there were 2 pieces left. I said,
And
Joe,
I was going to let you eat both of those, and you went, "Here, I don't want these. Here, I don't want."
I said, Joe,
And I went,
since you're so hungry and you look like you're about ready to pass out because you're so hungry, you have the last my pieces of pizza.
No,
because they were mine.
Who paid for it? They were my
at
pizza.
the time they were
the
mine.
whole pizza
they
was
were
mine.
awarded to me.
I was allowing you to have a
They
piece or two.
were awarded to me.
And then I thought,
Good morning, Rita Wolf. Good morning,
so I
Vicky
wasn't going
Kendall.
to eat
We
the
still-
last two, and you forced me
we
the
still are
last
getting-
two. The next day, I came in here and I got sick. I don't know if that caused it or not.
Well, maybe it was just being around me. I don't know.
But then yesterday, when I woke up late, it's about 9:30 or 10 o'clock
At night?
in the morning.
Oh.
Yesterday, I laid in bed till 1 or 2 o'clock. I just didn't have any energy to
How
do
many
anything.
slices were in that
I
pizza?
don't know. I didn't count.
I mean, if there were 8 probably. So Joe ate like half plus 2. He ate my 2 slices. But anyway.
I ate about 4 to 5 slices
I didn't want
of pizza
Joe
total.
to keel over. And,
I ate about 4 or 5 slices
yeah,
of pizza.
And
total.
so Joe ate those 2 pieces as well. And he didn't just eat them slow. He was like cramming them in his mouth like, Joe, I'm not going to ask for any of it back. Go ahead and eat it. Take your time. So we're sitting there, and
took
Joe's
my time.
finishing up, gorging his pie hole.
Because I'm
with pie.
putting it down, looking around, talking, watching the ball game.
Right. Well,
I
he was
couldn't eat
watching the
that fast
Bengals
if
getting
I
their
was
butt
watching.
handed
I was
to them.
watching ball games.
He was crying. Tears were running down
Football.
his face because of the Bengals. But anyway, so we finished our pizza, and there were two servers that basically, well, one of them actually waited on us. The other one was the server, and Joe tells this story, which is totally untrue. And then he turned around and he actually said something to the server that when we were in prior collecting a check for club football advertising, that I tried to rush Joe out.
You did.
Because I was afraid, because she invited us to, she invited us to.
We got the check to pay for our advertising. And as soon as she handed the check to us, Rick takes the money. I mean, he's like grabbing that money. He's like, that's mine. And then she goes, would you guys like to get something to eat while you're here? And Rick goes, no, let's go, Joe. And I was like, I was hungry then. And I was like, no, it's like 1:30 in the afternoon. I haven't ate. We did the morning show that day. And I went up there, and I'm starved.
We didn't do the morning. Were you on the morning show that day?
Yeah, that's why I came in that day, because we were going to stay and go up to Columbus.
All right. Well, anyway.
And then you were like grabbing me. Let's get out of here. Let's go.
No,
let's go.
We had to get back because I had so much stuff to do.
Nothing
I'm always having. Joe says I never do anything. Look, yesterday, even after the show, I had a meeting upstairs. I had a meeting upstairs with Molly and with Dustin.
And I thought, well, since we're buying the ad thing, I think she was going to offer us food, but I was paying for it anyway. I paid for my food.
I got the impression she was going to offer it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
you thought you got the impression she's going to make you pay, and you said, "Let's get the heck out of here."
He was sitting 2 tables away from us.
Anybody that knows Rick knows he was afraid that he's going to have to pay something.
It's not like it was McDonald's. So anyway, I asked the.
You asked her if she recognized. Hey, you remember us? And she goes, no.
She looked at me.
You.
She says, "Oh yeah."
Then she looked over at me and she went like this.
She said, "But who's he?"
No, she looked at me and she goes. After she looked at you, goes, "No, I'm sorry." And then she looked at me and she got real close. She goes, "Oh, I remember you."
Good morning, Stephanie Morton. So anyway. To finish our story about
story is right with you because you don't tell the truth.
So Joe,
and nothing you ever say.
So Joe likes to embellish. So Joe, as you witnessed,
I said 10 words today.
He was on the show yesterday, and day before. Day before yesterday, we were just the two of us. We're filling in these gaps until we have the big. Well, we're actually and Uncle Punky. I sent him a text message this morning because Uncle Punky's going to check in with Vinyl Coffee to make sure that we're on for Sunday. And so anyway, Joe is sitting here and he's in some distress because he keeps getting up and I guess he's going to the bathroom. I don't know whether he's throwing up or it's coming out the other end or I don't know which end it was coming out. I didn't want to get into any detail. But anyway, he kept leaving. And so, I'm trying to hold a conversation and he's bopping in and out. Well, it was obvious that he was sick or something. So anyway, it was about 45 minutes into, it was about 15 minutes into the second hour. And we had to cut it simply because I didn't want Joe to puke all over our desk.
I wasn't coming back. I was going to let you do the last show and I was.
And anyway, so I said, well, Joe, we're going to cut this short, which we haven't ever done before. That is a record, having to cut it short.
I figured you could finish. You feel talk.
I cannot talk for 45 minutes.
My gosh, you've talked for 45 minutes today already.
And I'd already said everything. It's not 45 minutes. Anyway, Joe, I checked in on him later after that, and he had all these girls over. So I don't know what was going on. He was sick, yet he had all these women, checking in on him.
I went home, went to bed, and then Rick comes pounding on my door.
I asked him, Joe,
and I wouldn't open it.
You had a volleyball tournament game which paid you some money. Did you go to it? Oh yeah. I felt terrible. I couldn't do the show, but I just rushed off and did that volleyball.
The volleyball
and there
wasn't
were two
until 6
volleyball
o'clock
games.
at night.
Weren't there two?
I went to bed.
Were there two, Joe?
One.
Okay.
I went to bed at 10 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, I was in bed because we didn't finish the show. So I went to bed by 10 o'clock. I went home and I took boatload of medicine. And
What'd you take, Joe?
Pepto-Bismol and other things to settle my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And
do you have
I went
problems
to
with your
bed.
stomach frequently?
Huh?
You're old. Do you have problems with your stomach
No,
frequently?
do not.
So you don't take any anti-acid
No,
stuff?
I mean, I did yesterday, but I don't normally, no.
All right, so anyway,
I
but
took
you
I
did
took
your
some medicine.
volleyball, right?
And I went to bed and I said, I'm going to sleep
He's
until
avoiding
noon.
answering the
I'm
question.
going to sleep until 1 o'clock and see how I feel. But
Suddenly,
somebody come pounding on my
miraculously,
door.
Well, I only did it because you came and sat with me in the hospital when I fell down the steps for 5 hours. I felt guilty. I thought, I've got to go check on him. I don't want
just wanted to sleep.
because he's probably going to get me sick. And I'll be sick for a week, and
so
everyone that comes in, I will get.
So then he calls me and wakes me up, and I go, what? And so then I said, I'm fine, just let me sleep. Let me see if I can feel better. And my stomach, I still went to the bathroom a couple of times. And then I came back in, laid down. And finally, about 1:30, I got up out, and I started feeling better. And then by 2 o'clock, I was feeling better, and I felt better. I went and did my referee, felt good. Came home, went to bed that night, slept good all night long.
You had nothing yesterday, though. You got the whole day off.
I did leave the house, went to Kroger's, bought some fruit, which I eat, muskmelon and green melon and some grapes.
Well, that sounds good.
And
that
I
sounds
went
healthy
home,
too.
and I fixed a grilled cheese sandwich.
Ooh, grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese, which was because I called my daughter, and that's what she suggested.
Your
so
daughter's
a nurse.
She's a nurse. Yes.
So she said grilled cheese would be good on your stomach. So I ate grilled cheese and
I would have thought it'd been
fruit.
too greasy.
And because I toast my when I make grilled cheese, I toast it.
And you just lay
and then lay the cheese in, then put the cheese in either in an air fryer or microwave. Heat it just a little bit to melt the cheese.
That's smart.
And then I eat it. So it's not greasy or anything.
Good. I like the grease.
I don't put the butter and grease on it.
I like the greasy.
And it was nice and light on my stomach.
Tomato soup. Did you have any tomato soup?
Hey, you want to get me sicker?
Oh, you don't like tomatoes?
Oh, I hate tomato soup.
Oh, okay.
So then I felt
soup,
better.
Grilled cheese.
And that's all I ate that day. And then last night I slept most of the day again. And I didn't
What time
sleep,
did you go to bed
but
last
I
night?
stayed in bed. My grandson called me, wanted to go out to eat. And so I thought, all right, I'll go out to eat with you. And so we went out to eat. And I had a bowl of chili is all I had.
B-dubs.
And
Roosters?
And then when I got home, I started feeling not too good. So I called Rick and said, hey, do you need me tomorrow? Because if not, I'm not feeling real great. Yes, I don't care how bad you feel. We need you tomorrow. Get your butt in here.
Well, I mean, look,
it
would have been just me. I would have had to. So anyway, you had I think I think he's allergic to me. It might be he's allergic to me. That might be it, because he only gets sick when he thinks about being around me.
That's amen.
Yeah. How do you think that makes me feel, Joe? You're going to give me a complex.
Well, you are what you are. That's all I can say.
So where did you eat last night with your grandson? Roosters or B-dubs?
Neither one.
Where do you have the chili?
At Waffle House.
You went to Waffle House all the way up?
He asked, we went to up where you used to live.
Yeah. Up the destination, up at the Destination Outlets Mall.
It's right beside it on the other side of the road.
And it won't be that much longer before we have our own Waffle House.
We'll have one in here. And we were talking to them about that they were putting one in here.
What did they have to say?
They just said they knew there was one coming in. And
they're also working on the move from TJ Maxx from Destination Outlets down here. And then Destination Outlets, because they're losing more business, they were teasing about something big coming to Destination Outlets Mall, weren't they, Joe? You brought that to my attention.
I did?
Yeah.
What did I bring to your attention?
You said, I saw they advertised something about something big is coming to Destination Outlets Mall. And there was...
It said, but it's not retail.
Yeah, there's something teasing something, probably a pickleball facility.
They do it for you.
Well, no, I mean, that was one of the things when I actually was there. I suggested several things that they could look at bringing to Destination
All thing they said was something big coming. It's not retail, but it will bring more foot traffic. It'll bring a lot of foot traffic.
Well,
I haven't heard anything more about it.
That food truck, is it Little Bear, Big Bear, Bear? I don't know. There was a food truck. There still is. Oh, have you tried grilled cheese? What grilled what and grilled cheese? I can't. Oh, have you tried ham and cheese? Oh yeah, that's
I've
good.
done that.
That's good.
I was staying away from anything.
Anything what? Ham's going to add too much fat or something?
No. Your stomach's gonna want to chew it up inside your stomach or something.
Your stomach doesn't have teeth, Joe.
Just what?
It has
I
acids.
just ate yesterday. I just grilled cheese, something I could make easy without having to cook or anything.
Well, we're going to get to a commercial here shortly.
Amen.
But to finish up this segment, this is a segment, Joe. This is a segment. We talk about this in television. This is a segment on Wake Up Wilmington. To finish this segment up, your grandson had a good time.
Yes.
Did you make him pay?
I tried. He wouldn't.
See, this is what I have to put up with Joe.
He's only 14.
Joe throws it out there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm starved. I'm famished. I'm hungry. I need to eat. I'm going to collapse. Let's go eat. Well, Joe, if you want to eat, then we're going to stop and we're going to waste my time.
We'll do it if you pay,
because I'm
Joe.
so busy. If we're going to waste my time, you pay. All right, I will. Just let's go eat. And that's what we did. But then he ate not only his part of the pizza, but he ate my part of the pizza, and he's surprised. I mean, you would not believe the way you wouldn't even eat it, like a regular person would eat. You were cramming it. I think he had 2 pieces in his mouth at the same time. And he wakes up the next morning. He comes
Luckily
in here.
for me, enough of these people know me enough to know that you.
Did you have anything this morning or that morning before you came in? Did you have some toast? So he ate nothing. So he had pizza on his stomach that he had gorged on, and it's no wonder he got sick. All right, we'll go to commercial, and
we may be back.
You all think about this because Joe, not only is a pizza-holic, but he tells untruths. I'm a nice guy. All right, we'll be back.
I'm gonna cut his mic.
All right.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. The perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization event or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com. Or give us a call at 740-335-6481 and we can help plan your event. We look for
The final resting place haunted junkyard is located at 988 Polk Road in Sabina, Ohio. Our hours of operation are 8 to 12 of midnight Friday and Saturday nights through the month of October. Our opening weekend is the last weekend of September.
Welcome to downtown Wilmington, Ohio, the place to be. Experience something new with your family and friends in this vibrant and family-friendly historic district. When it comes to dining, shopping, and entertainment, downtown Wilmington has it all. From quick bites to high-end diners, we have a variety of food options to satisfy your taste buds. Explore our artisan boutique shops, jewelers, and florists for unique finds. Pamper yourself with soothing spa treatments, rejuvenating massages, and stylish haircuts at our top-notch studios. Dive into the world of art with our captivating galleries. And catch a show at the historic Murphy Theater, featuring awe-inspiring performances and cultural events. Immerse yourself in history by visiting our iconic landmarks, such as the Murphy Theater, historic General Denver Hotel, our Cultural History Center, and beautifully preserved historic architecture. Throughout the year, Main Street Wilmington hosts a variety of exciting events that embody the spirit of our town. From the Hometown Holodazzle Illuminated Parade to the family-friendly Halloween event and our lively wine walk, there's always something fun happening. Additionally, the Convention and Visitors Bureau presents a summer concert series featuring the annual Rock the Block, and we also have our weekly farmers markets. We boast a designated outdoor refreshment area where you can purchase alcoholic beverages and carry them as you explore the town. So what are you waiting for? Plan your next weekend getaway in downtown Wilmington. Head over to mainstreetwilmington.com for all the latest updates on events, dining, shopping, and entertainment. Downtown Wilmington, Ohio is the place to be. We extend our gratitude to Ralph's American Grill, World Equestrian Center, and R&L Carriers for their sponsorship that supported the creation of this video.
Car Express. Keep moving. 740-248-5300. Troy Bach, Washington Courthouse, right across from the Washington City Schools. If you're looking for a car, drop in and see Troy in Washington Courthouse. He has a lot of good cars on his lot, but he moves them fast. That's why he has Keep Moving. He keeps moving those cars. And we have stopped in there to do a volleyball or a game or sometimes we go in to do a play-by-play game and broadcast. And the next week when we go, it's a whole set of new cars on his lot because he's moved them out and brought new cars in. And if you don't see the car you want, stop in and talk to Troy. He can probably find you the right car for you.
All right.
And let me bring back the guy that talks a lot and never says anything but never shuts his mouth.
I'm going to turn these two off.
That sounds like a logical idea.
Save electricity.
Well, the other day you came in and you turned them all on. It was just going to be me here, and you came over, and I'm like, why are we turning all four mics on?
Well, that's true. So anyway, I do it because it's easier. It's easier than to pick.
Because you're old and you just do the same thing
But
over and
anyway,
over and over.
What else have we got going on here? We got plenty of comments now.
But I'm feeling a little better than I did the other day. Not 100%.
Before losing weight, I was sick 24/7 because I ate grease every meal. When I changed my diet, the sickness went away. It might be your diet causing the sickness, Joe. So that's what he's suggesting.
Who said that? You said he.
This is our magician that was at the, and he asked if we were coming back this weekend.
I hope not.
Joe loved interviewing these people.
I did.
As they're coming out of the haunt, the last thing they see is this guy, and all he has on is a diaper with a big brown spot on the back of it. Which is, I'm assuming, fake, but maybe not. and so, anyway, and he's chasing them with this chainsaw that has no chain on it, so obviously it's not going to hurt him. But, and so he chases them right out to Joe, and then Joe interviews them.
I just said, before you leave, you got to talk to me. And they come over, and then I tell them they're on camera, and they go, oh, hi.
Yeah.
And they talk. And what Rick loved was the girls that said I refereed them in volleyball, and I said, well, I refereed, tell Rick what you thought of me. And they go, oh, we love this guy. We loved him. And Rick, he was having a heart attack because all these people saying they like me.
This is what I put up with for 17 frickin' years.
They said it. I didn't. You heard it. That's all I can say.
It's like, and everybody seems to think that we act like an old married couple. And if that's the case, this woman next to me, she's impossible. Okay. Have you got some real interesting information?
You get a woman next to you?
Yeah. Interesting information, Joe Davis?
No. I got some birthdays. Let's talk about some birthdays.
All right. Well, it's not my birthday. And it's not your birthday. So whose birthday is it, Joe?
Well, let's find out.
All right.
Today is Paul Simon's birthday.
Oh, so this is not people that we, around here, local people. This is Paul Simon, like me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
Yep.
And he didn't know that he did that song.
Wait a minute, we already did this one. Sorry.
See, this is yesterday.
Yesterday.
Or the last
well,
time.
not till you said that.
2 days ago.
I looked at, here's the birthdays today. Well, we could have went down. I didn't get through all of them yesterday.
Oh.
Here's whose birthdays was
the
Monday
day
that I
before
didn't get to go through.
It was
We
the
went
day
through
before.
Paul Simons, Ashanti, Jerry Rice, Katie Walsh, Marie Osmond, Sacha Baron Cohen, which is a guy, Sammy Hagar, Margaret Thatcher, Nancy Kerrigan, and Jerry Jones
Nancy's
of
the
your
one that got
Cowboys.
block chopped on her.
Do you know how old Jerry Jones is?
I would say he's probably 80,
Older.
85,
Younger.
82,
Older just by a little bit.
83.
Yep. Jerry Jones, 83 years old. Anyway, today's birthday.
Oh, goody.
People that were born on this date, Tito Jackson. Do you remember? Do you know
The brown spot was for real. He sat in mud before opening. I don't think that was mud.
Do you know who Tito Jackson is?
Yes, he's one of the Jackson Five.
That's it.
In fact, I think he's the eldest brother of
He may
the
be.
Jackson
Do
Five.
you know how old he is?
I would say probably 70,
Older.
75,
Younger.
72.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Your age.
See, there you go. The Jackson Five, very famous group.
And you
of
said
course,
he was
the
very
most,
old.
The
and
most
he's old.
famous of the Jackson Five, who was that, Joe?
Tito.
No, wasn't Tito. It was Janet.
Janet Jackson.
Yeah, Janet Jackson. Remember she had the Super Bowl slip of her top, and they said that was planned.
When Michael had the many songs and he sang with a high voice,
right?
The dad wanted to keep that high voice going,
falsetto,
so he fed him female hormones when he was a teenager, and
that sounds like child abuse.
that caused problems, and they even sued his dad later. And my thing was, you got two daughters coming up. Janet was coming. Why not just let Michael go on, and then you have the daughter come in, and she can then sing the high voice song.
That's possible, but Michael Jackson was a pop star. Janet Jackson started out in country, and so.
But Dad could have said, "Hey, you're going to follow. You're going to join the Jackson 5, make it the Jackson 6, and you'll have you sing these songs that Michael used to sing that had to hit those high notes, and we'll have you do them."
Yeah.
But,
then she would have been very famous, and she would have had Netherland.
right.
Yeah.
That might have
So
been
do you
it.
have any other
Birthdays. This one only has the first name, Sarah.
What?
Sarah, that's her first name. That's it. Oh, she's also the Duchess of York.
Oh, yes, we know Sarah.
But it doesn't give her
Redhead.
last name. Just says Sarah, Duchess of York.
She's a redhead. Yeah.
Sarah Duchess, but doesn't say her last name. Sarah Duchess of York.
It's Sarah something. I don't know. Does anybody out there know Sarah? What's Sarah's
But
last
they
name?
never even gave her last name in the article. It just said Sarah, Duchess of York. I heard it years ago.
I dare Joe to go through the trail in pitch darkness with no lights on. Well, I don't think Joe was really terrified of anything that went on there, but he did he stopped and he met the girl that was in the coffin.
I did
He
not.
liked her.
You're the one that
and
wanted
we
to get in the
cannot
coffin with her.
We cannot repeat why he liked her, but anyway, he liked the girl in the coffin.
I just looked at her. You're the one that
Yeah.
had to get handsy with her.
Well, I mean,
Rick got handsy with her.
So what happens is...
Now let's go back to Sarah Duchess of
see,
York.
he doesn't
You go
want
off-
to talk about it.
You go off. No, I don't mind you talking about it, but you go off. Sarah Duchess of York. How old is Sarah Duchess of York?
Sarah is 58.
Older.
62.
Older.
65.
Older
Oh my
by
gosh,
a little bit.
Sarah's an old woman. 69.
I said by a little bit. By just a little bit. When you said
You didn't say just a little bit. You said...
I said, how did you know you were talking?
All right, how old is she, Joe?
66.
66.
You said
All right.
65, but I said just by a little bit, and you went, and you just kept talking. You didn't listen to me.
All right, so you have any
And
others?
you said she's very old, and you're older than her.
Are there any others, Joe?
Yes, pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles, Jim Palmer.
Jim Palmer.
He pitched until his 40s, retired,
And
then came back.
You know who he reminds me of? Jim Palmer reminds me of the guy that played on Jag, with the dark hair, black hair, jet black hair, and you know, they look very similar. Jim Palmer was a good-looking pitcher. Yeah, good.
You probably liked him.
Yeah. Anyway,
how old is Jim Palmer of the Baltimore Orioles?
well, he's old now. He's probably
retired.
I don't know, 80.
80 years old is how old he is.
Oh wow.
You finally got one right.
Yeah. Well, I got them all right, Joe. It's just that I didn't get them all right.
All right, one more.
Guess. Good.
Emeril Lagasse.
Is he the chef?
Yes.
All right, Emeril, and he does he has the restaurants in New York and Las Vegas and on the Strip and all that. I would say he's probably 85.
Younger.
80.
Younger.
75.
Younger.
60.
Older.
65.
Just a little bit older.
66.
You got it. 66. So those are the birthdays from today. If anybody knows of anybody else locally.
Yeah, does anybody have some birthdays out there?
Oh, I got to bring up something.
All right.
Today is October 15th. My dad's birthday was October 14th. But
Sarah Ferguson, Vicky
Sarah
Kendall
Ferguson
is always
Sarah
right,
Duke.
and that's you're 100%. Sarah Ferguson, and our magician likes the Osmonds better than the Jackson
I
family.
always did like the Osmonds.
Yeah, I don't. Donny Osmond.
There was a little
Go away,
battle between the
little
two of
girl.
them when they sing songs.
There was. Well, I mean, at the time, it's sort of like the boy band, era, only with these groups, and they sort of battled each other for dominance of the radio industry.
But what I was bringing up about my father, him and my mom eloped when they got married.
Is that because they had to get married because of you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was, my dad was 39, my mom was 36 when I was married. And
when you
my
were
dad,
married?
Or when I was born, excuse me. And
that was going to be a trick.
That was. But anyway, when they eloped, they were going to get married on Monday, October 12th. They couldn't because it was Columbus Day.
Oh.
And everything was
Indigenous
closed.
Peoples Day? Was it Indigenous People Days back then?
So they had to wait a day. And Dad says, oh, I got married on my birthday because I had to wait a day to get married, and got married on October 13th, which Dad celebrated as his birthday. And
they had to hurry because
so he always
Joe
said he
was
got,
going to be born the next day.
He always said he got married on his birthday,
right,
on October 13th.
And was that true?
When he retired, he had to give them his birth certificate. So he sent away for his birth certificate,
right,
got it, looked at it, and it says, your birth date is October 14th. So for all these years, from the time he says
he didn't
a
know
little
his birthday?
kid, from the time he was a little kid, he swears his mom and everybody, celebrated October 13th as his birthday. And he grew up, and not until he was 65 years old or 62, I'm not sure when he got his thing, when he retired, he celebrated. I finally found out his birthday was the 14th.
The 14th rather than
so
the 13th.
all these years, 30, 40, 50 years or more, he celebrated October 13th.
Well, the
and
good
his
thing
birthday
about
was
it
the
is he
14th.
didn't get married on his birthday then.
He did
so
not get married on
it was
his
a separate
birthday.
celebration. He could celebrate his birthday after he celebrated his anniversary.
That's it.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So anyway, all those things happening, and those were any other October birthdays. My great-grandson's birthday is this month. My grandmother's birthday, Grandma Wall's birthday, was October 10th of this month.
Are you related to Chris Walls?
No, I'm not related to Chris Walls.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, all right. Well, I
You
don't
asked him,
call, I don't
he'll-
call him Chris Walls. I call him Elon Walls
Okay,
because he has 10 kids like Elon Musk has.
is that it?
So it's very similar. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of that. My mother's birthday, my grandmother's birthday, September and October. My grandmother's birthday was October the 3rd, which has come and gone. But my grandmother lived to be 103 years old. And that's why I am in such great shape. I can fall down 10 steps and hit my head on this marble door
And that's what the problem is today, people.
and still go on ticking. Although I don't know, because I still...
Yeah, we can't shut you up, even though we try.
I have flashbacks from my concussion. I have flashbacks, and I still get a little dizzy occasionally.
Flash.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't know how long it takes to recover completely from a... I thought maybe I had some kind of an aneurysm now because, I've got a brain bleed or something. Yeah, I've done something to
you have
damage.
A voice bleed.
Well, you know what? When I got up, you remember when I got up from the
I don't
bed,
remember when you got up.
When I was in the hospital, there was blood on my pillow. The back of my head, where I had hit the door, there was, and it's already a little thin there, like the whole part of your head. But so it was the thin part that hit the door when I went against the door, and I don't know whether it just scraped the skin off a little or what but it was obviously bleeding, because when I got up from the bed from the hospital, there was blood on the bed.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because one of the words I'm going to talk about today is just
blood?
about what you talked
Is
about.
blood aneurysm?
No. You'll come to it. You'll find out.
Oh, okay.
Got some misused words.
Oh, misused.
People misuse these words, or the meanings of these words.
Uh-huh. All right.
All right. Poisonous and venomous. People say there's a poisonous snake and there's a venomous snake. They're different. Did you know that? The difference between
a
poisonous...
venomous snake is not a poisonous snake?
That's what it says.
Do you believe everything you read? Where did you get these? Where do you even go looking for these things?
From the internet.
Oh, but I mean, does it come like in your mailbox in the morning or what? So what's the difference, Joe? We're all chomping at the bit to see what venomous and poisonous, what the difference is. Oh, see, that's what you get when you give Joe Davis a phone.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, basically it said a poisonous snake can make you sick. It's got stuff in it that you'll get sick from the poisonous snake. Even
but
a poisonous
venomous snake will kill you.
A venomous snake will kill you.
All right. Well, I know some women like that.
But both of them, venomous, and it said causes, as a thing here, it said causes illness. Venomous causes illness, even if it doesn't kill you, where the other one just causes you...
So, for instance, a venomous
will
snake
make you sick, but
would
not...
be a black mamba.
Right.
And a poisonous snake would be a rattlesnake. Because most people don't die from a rattlesnake bite.
And it didn't give the differences. It didn't say which one.
Actually
it's the most poisonous snake there is.
That's right. And it affects your whole system and literally shuts your lungs down and breathing.
I think it's the one that there's one snake that there is no cure. I think that's the black mamba.
There's no venom?
No anti-venom. Yeah. There is no anti-venom for the black mamba.
And I don't know that much, but fortunately we don't have black mambas in Ohio. But we do have rattlesnakes in Ohio. And
oh, yeah.
I can remember going back, just getting off on a tangent, because we can do that.
That's all he does.
When Wright-Patterson Air Force Base was first established, out on the flight line,
before I was born,
where the planes would land and all that, the prairie, which it was like a prairie,
you remember it,
was filled with rattlesnakes. And how do you think they got rid of them?
Here, rattle, rattler. Here, rattle, rattle.
Yeah, they had a baby rattle, and they would shake it, and the snakes would come crawling towards them, and then they would grab them by the head, bite their head off.
Yeah.
And that's how they got rid of them.
You believe this, people?
Well, I mean, it's a good story. I'll stick to it. But that's not how they got rid of them. They got rid of them because they turned pigs out into the prairie. Pigs love to eat just about anything, and they ate the rattlesnakes, killed the rattlesnakes, ate them, and that's how they got rid of a significant number of rattlesnakes that were out on the prairies of Wright-Patterson Air Force Base when they were first clearing the base, and they wanted to make sure that airmen didn't get bit by rattlesnakes. So, although my story about biting their heads off and the baby rattle was a very good story, and I just caught it on the fly. But anyway, no, that was a false story. In fact, that's a game which is true, this story or the other story? The story about biting their heads off, or the story with the baby rattle, or the story about the pigs?
You vote. Which story do you like about from Rick that never shuts up? All right.
Now,
here's the one about you, Rick. Empathy and sympathy. People have empathy.
I am both.
People have empathy towards someone, and people have sympathy towards someone. And they get confused when they say something, saying, I have empathy for you, and they'll say, I have sympathy for you.
I have sympathy for Joe Davis. I don't have empathy.
I can't have empathy towards you because nowhere in my mind can I know how you are. But to say if you have empathy towards someone, you actually know how they feel, or to a degree.
You can relate.
You can relate
yes.
to how they feel. For instance, I've had a son pass away before, younger than me. And so if somebody else had an accident and their son passed away,
in the case of
I would have empathy
I
with
could
them.
have sympathy for you because your son passed away.
Right.
I have never had a son pass away,
Right.
And so it's kind of hard to empathize.
Empathize. But I can have empathy towards someone who went through something like that. And so there are situations like that. But like Rick was talking a while ago.
Many people have empathy for me dealing with Joe Davis for 17 years.
People have sympathy for Rick, or that's what Rick wants. Rick's talked to you about, I hit my heady poo, and I can't remember who I am. Don't you feel sorry for me?
I know who I am, Joe. I'm Rick Phillips.
Please feel sorry for me. And I can't even pay for my own food. I make Joe buy my food because please feel some sympathy for me.
Well, you could send your donations to my PayPal account.
Yeah.
Rick,
by the way,
I do have a Venmo
when we
account.
said on the air at the football game, and we knew people they're there were watching the game because they came up to the window. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. And so Rick goes, I got it fixed. Listen. So she looked down at her phone and she picked up and she could hear and she was like, okay.
She says,
so Rick knew we had people there. So Rick gets on the air later and goes, if you'd like to come to Owen Lane and buy me and Joe food, it's like, what are you doing?
No. Joe
you
Davis,
kept saying, if you'd like to stop by and buy Joe and I food.
You go back and you watch the game because Joe Davis was challenging. He said all these people are all going to come and see me at O on the Lane.
I did not challenge.
They're going to tell you how great my voice is.
Did not say that.
And they will probably want to buy me lunch.
That's why people don't believe a word you say.
And I said, okay, all our fans out there, go to O on the Lane after the game. That's where we're headed.
You said it first.
And buy Joe lunch.
No,
Let's see how many
show up. He did not say Joe. He said him.
We had no one walk up to the table except for the two servers that said to me, I know you.
No, they knew me.
Him.
They didn't know him. They looked at you. You said, you remember us? They went, no. And then looked at me and goes, oh, yeah, I remember you. And it's because I'm not the one that ran out the door so fast.
Well, Joe, it's time to take a break conveniently.
But, yeah.
We're going to take a break. We will be back when Joe regains consciousness.
Yeah, we'll come back and I can tell the true story behind this.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. The perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization, event, or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com. Or give us a call at 740-335-6481, and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
final resting place haunted junkyard is located at 988 Polk Road in Sabina, Ohio. Our hours of operation are 8 to 12 or midnight Friday and Saturday nights through the month of October. Our opening weekend is the last weekend of September.
Welcome to downtown Wilmington, Ohio, the place to be. Experience something new with your family and friends in this vibrant and family-friendly historic district. When it comes to dining, shopping, and entertainment, downtown Wilmington has it all. From quick bites to high-end diners, we have a variety of food options to satisfy your taste buds. Explore our artisan boutique shops, jewelers, and florists for unique finds. Pamper yourself with soothing spa treatments, rejuvenating massages, and stylish haircuts at our top-notch studios. Dive into the world of art with our captivating galleries, and catch a show at the historic Murphy Theater featuring awe-inspiring performances and cultural events. Immerse yourself in history by visiting our iconic landmarks, such as the Murphy Theater, historic General Denver Hotel, our Cultural History Center, and beautifully preserved historic architecture. Throughout the year, Main Street Wilmington hosts a variety of exciting events that embody the spirit of our town. From the Hometown Holodazzle Illuminated Parade to the family-friendly Halloween event and our lively wine walk, there's always something fun happening. Additionally, the Convention and Visitors Bureau presents a summer concert series featuring the annual Rock the Block, and we also have our weekly farmers markets. We boast a designated outdoor refreshment area where you can purchase alcoholic beverages and carry them as you explore the town. So what are you waiting for? Plan your next weekend getaway in downtown Wilmington. Head over to mainstreetwilmington.com for all the latest updates on events, dining, shopping, and entertainment. Downtown Wilmington, Ohio is the place to be. We extend our gratitude to Ralph's American Grill, World Equestrian Center, and R&L Carriers for their sponsorship that supported the creation of this video.
Car Express, keep moving. 740-248-5300, Troy Bach, Washington Courthouse, right across from Washington City Schools. Troy Bach, keep moving. He moves those cars very fast. And if you don't see the car you like, stop it and talk to Troy. Look at the cars he has. If it's not the exact car you want, tell him what you're looking for. He will find that car for you.
And Kevin Martin had commented earlier in our feed, which I just saw when I went over to do the commercials, that today is Lee Iacocca's birthday. Now, who is Lee Iacocca?
I know.
He used to be the CEO of Chrysler. He was...
he saved Chrysler at that time.
He was very advantageous in saving Chrysler, putting a deal together with the government to lend Chrysler the money.
Do you remember the car he
to keep people employed?
Do you remember the cars he came up with to really save them at that time? What they were called?
I didn't like the K cars.
The K cars.
No, I didn't like Chrysler products.
I didn't either, but I mean that's the line he came up with at that time to save Chrysler, and he did. He brought him out of bankruptcy and started making money, and then they got rid of him, like a lot of people, like Rick would do.
Oh, I always like to keep people from going bankrupt.
All right.
That's why I give them all my money.
Two other words that people confuse or get mixed up: jealousy, envy. Do you know the difference between
you want me
jealousy
to use it in a sentence?
And envy?
Joe is jealous and envious of Rick Phillips. Anything else? Did I cover it?
No.
Was that it?
No.
No?
Basically, if you're jealous of someone, you're jealous. Let's say you're married, so you're jealous if someone's looking at your wife. You have the fear of losing your wife.
I relate to that because that was the way it was with Sydney all the time.
Yeah.
My 40-year younger wife, everybody, all these old people
thought
around
you were her
me,
grandfather.
they were all envious and jealous of me.
But
they couldn't stand it. They were green with envy.
If you're jealous of someone, you're jealous and you're fearful of losing someone, so you're jealous for them. But if you're envious, you see someone else's wife or girlfriend, and you're envious that he has such a good wife or such a good girlfriend,
So that's
and you're envious
coveting,
of them,
coveting
of
your
someone
neighbor's
else.
wife, Joe. Isn't that a sin?
It's a sin.
That's a sin.
But your jealousy means you're afraid of losing. Envious means you want the other. That's
Okay.
the two different things of between jealousy
I stand
and envy.
corrected. I am jealous of the fact that
You're jealous of me. You're envious of me all the time.
that you're
You
such
wish
a
you had my
great-
voice.
You're such your voice. That's
Yes.
it. That's it. That's it. All right. So
And I don't have two words here for some reason, but it's ambivalent.
ambivalence.
What is
That's-
ambivalent?
I am ambivalent
Tell me
to
what
Joe Davis
you're. Okay, tell us why.
because he is a horse's. Oh, can I say that on the air?
No.
Oh no. Okay. Well, I guess
What's
I-
ambivalent? Tell me the meaning of ambivalent.
he moves me one way or the other at all. Not at all. He does not press any of my buttons. I am ambivalent to all the BS that he throws about being such a great voice. Is that it, Joe?
It says claims to be indifferent.
Yeah.
If you're
Claims to-
ambivalent, you claim to be indifferent to the subject.
So
whatever you're
if
talking
you
about.
are indifferent,
You
you
have-
just don't care about the subject.
Or you have mixed opinions on the subject.
Well, I didn't want him to pass away yesterday without me getting in my last shots. So I did go and visit him.
I would not open the door.
And he was in bed in his jammies. And he says, I got my jammies on. I don't want you to see me in my teddy bear jammies. So I'm not going to let you in.
I was asleep.
And I said, Joe, I've got to break the door down if you don't answer me because you might be laying on the kitchen floor foaming at the mouth or something.
And I just
so
went
he
back
finally,
to sleep.
He did answer me.
I went back to sleep.
So anyway, but I did not go in because I was afraid that he would get me sick and then I would get people that were here at the table sick. And so I was worried, but I have got a great constitution and I have got great genetics passed on down to me from my grandmother that lived to be 103 years old on my mother's side. And so I weather just about everything. She's the one that actually gave me the incredible voice that everybody says is so much better than Joe Davis's voice. Oh, wonder who it is. It's probably his daughter
My
checking.
phone's going. No, it's my
you-
insurance company.
Oh, did you? Is that the little
I don't know.
salamander?
I hung up on them, so I don't know what they
Is your
wanted.
insurance company your salamander? Is that the salamander?
Yeah, no, it's not the salamander.
No, it's not the salamander. Oh, is it a salamander or
no,
a gecko?
I don't have them.
It's a gecko, right?
No,
Oh, you
I
don't,
don't have them.
You have Progressive.
Yep,
You have the same insurance that I have, Progressive,
right.
but it's not Progressive.
Unless
Anyway, we take back everything we said about the pizza making him sick. We just got
Yeah.
to thinking during the break that maybe
I
we
had
should
a
not be
24-hour
critical of the
bug.
pizza from our advertiser.
pizza was good. There was nothing wrong with the pizza. It was Rick and a 24-hour
I
bug.
breathed on him. It was being in the press box with me for 3 hours for a football
The next
game.
word is irony.
It's ironic that Joe is so moronic that that rhymed. That rhymed. So tell us, what was the other word? Ironic, and what's the other word?
Ambivalent and ironic. Ironic. What's ironic?
I thought you said there was another word with ironic. Isn't
No,
there?
I did not say
You've
that.
been giving us two
Have you?
words.
Did anybody listening to hear me say there's a different word? I said the next word is ironic.
Are you doing one word at a time? Or
Well,
are
I
you
had
doing
it jealous. It was
dueling
ambivalent
words?
and ironic.
That's
irony.
2 words. That's
Ambivalent and irony were the two different words. Ambivalent claimed to be to be indifferent, and then irony.
Get to your point, Joe Davis.
What's the meaning of irony?
Are you
compared-
asking them?
I'm asking anybody. You're in here with me. You're the only
All right,
person.
let me-
You want to talk
Oh,
about
he gi- he
everything.
gives
I asked
me-
you a question you don't
he-
want to talk about.
He gives me credit being a person. Oh, happy birthday. Today is Steve Summers' birthday, a friend of mine who is, well, he used to be on WLW opposite Riding the Wave with Dave. Steve was on through the week and Dave was on the weekends. But Steve now has his own internet show, which he's been doing now for, well, ever since he left WLW. So it's been about 5
Happy
years.
birthday, Steve.
And Steve does that from midnight to 5. And you can, I'm trying to think what the show is called. I haven't watched it for a long time, but he still gets some pretty decent numbers. And of course, Dave has become, I'll send him Anyway, you know who Steve is?
No.
No, you don't.
Irony. What is irony?
It's when you're at the board and you're pressing your clothes. Irony. I'm ironing it. Oh, that's not
This
it.
is what he really thinks, people.
What is irony?
Irony signifies the opposite of what you were expecting.
That doesn't make any sense.
Marriage, for instance,
Did
you go to a marriage counselor to save your marriage. Isn't it ironic that the marriage counselor is getting divorced? You're not expecting a marriage counselor to getting divorced himself.
They're human beings too, and they're all screwed up like
But
we are.
it's ironic that a marriage counselor is getting divorced and he tries to save marriages.
Ironic is the fact that after being married 4 times and divorced 4 times, I never went to a marriage counselor. Isn't that ironic?
You're something, but
Or is that moronic?
you're moronic.
Obviously,
Rick is moronic.
Obviously, by the time it was time to get divorced, I guess it was too late to go to a marriage counselor. Was that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last one is, and I don't know why this was in this group, but it's a chronic injury. Do you know what a chronic injury is?
Yeah, it's what happened to me when I fell down the steps and I hit
There he
my
goes,
head
back to me, back to Rick again.
You know, and I had that blood coming from my head. And then to top it all off,
Nothing to do with that.
I had to use the restroom for a long time laying there in the bed. And she brought me one of these little bottles that looked like an orange juice container. And Joe wouldn't even take it from me because I'm ready to pass out. He wouldn't even take it from me to take it over and set it on the cart.
I'm not touching
anything. He would
anything.
not touch anything.
No.
You know, it's like, I won't touch that. I'm not going to touch that. Well, Joe, it's got a handle.
No.
And, you know, I didn't.
People think of chronic injury, back to what I was talking about.
Right. Did you see the
as
lights
always
flicker?
in pain.
Did you catch the lights flickering?
If you have a chronic injury, if you say you have a chronic injury, people think that means you're
I do.
always
he's my
in
chronic
pain.
injury.
You're always in pain.
Well, I don't know.
But other people think chronic is habitual.
Isn't that the same thing?
No,
Habitual?
it's habitual, habit.
You are a habitual chronic person? Chronic old man?
You could have a chronic ailment, but in mild discomfort, not always in pain. You could have a chronic injury, like my knee is always bothering me. But it's
Is that true?
Yeah, my knee does always bother me.
So you have a chronic knee
I have a
injury?
chronic injury in my
What
knee.
was that from?
But it's
Dancing?
from falling on
when
it
you
so
were
many
dancing
times, and
with the stars?
Rick tripped me many times.
Oh yeah, I tripped him. Yeah. Well, and but you must admit, even though you tripped me going down the stairs in my condo,
I wasn't even there.
I tripped
but coming
you
out of
only
Miami
going,
Trace,
At least I tripped him going up the stairs so he could fall on the stairs.
coming out of
and he
Miami
didn't have
Trace
that
while I'm
fall-
carrying your stuff, you tripped me and I fell. I remember coming out of Miami Trace.
We were coming out of Miami Trace, and
Here
Joe,
we go, talking a mile a
who
minute.
does it all the time, he's blathering to a cute girl that used to go
I'm
to
talking
Miami
to a
Trace,
fan
and she was
that
going
was
to
talking to me.
Wilmington College at the time, and he's blathering to her about nothingness, which he does all the time.
That was in the
he's
school,
like a
not out of
heat
the school.
seeking missile. He seeks these people
I was
that he can
talking
talk to
to-
about stuff that they don't even care about.
I was
So
talking
he's
to a
talking
mother
her,
coming out
and
of
he
the
didn't
stadium.
realize there was a step there that you had to step up, and he caught the front of the step, and it tripped him, and he
Going
fell
to
down.
the parking lot, there's
And then
a
he
flat
got-
spot
He
for
got
the.
sympathy, not empathy. He got sympathy from the crowd that formed around him, saying, "Oh, Joe, are you okay?"
It's really flat where they put for wheelchairs to go.
Yeah, he
and then
couldn't-
it starts going up like
he
a
couldn't
little
even
bit
go
at
up
a
a
time.
wheelchair ramp
and it got up
without
about
tripping.
that far. I thought it was in the middle, and when I went to step, my foot just barely caught that, and I went down.
And here in the
But I'm
Murphy
carrying
Theater,
Rick's
not
heavy
once-
equipment that he always makes me
not
carry.
once but twice, Joe Davis. We at the end of the show, we always have to tear down the set, and we
And then I carry all the heavy
we,
stuff.
we stored in the conference room across the hall, across the lobby of the Murphy, and so we carry all this stuff across because in the morning by myself, no one's here to help me. At 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm bringing the stuff over to set it up, to set the setup. Okay. And so Joe helps take it across the hall. There is a step which has this bright orange strip across it, so it will show up.
I stepped up.
And Joe tripped not once and not on the same day. So he forgot, but on another day he tripped again. And we're lucky because he wasn't carrying the thousands of dollars worth of very expensive equipment that we have for our
but because of my chronic knee injury,
yeah, sure.
I didn't get it as high as I thought I got it, and it clipped my foot.
The step is this high. Joe couldn't raise his leg.
I couldn't
high.
get it that high. That's how bad my knee is.
All right. So anyway, I don't know. How do you go to the bathroom on a fire hydrant, Joe?
Don't do that.
You can't raise your leg that high.
All right. Well, let's take a break.
Now that was kind of like going down the rabbit hole,
Yeah.
All right. So are we going to take a break?
Let's take a break.
It's 9:06. You're watching the great Joe Davis.
I'm going to talk to our
the
fans
voice
after this.
Of the Ohio State Club. You're talking to our fans.
The people watching.
Oh, okay. You think they're going to answer you?
I'm going to ask them some questions.
Oh, okay. So we're going to have a question and answer period. We'll take a break, even though we took one like less than 15 minutes ago. But I guess Joe wants to make sure
I want to fall asleep. I need to take a nap.
Yeah, well, Joe's old. What can I say? All right, we'll be back.
Oh.
Welcome to downtown Wilmington, Ohio, the place to be. Experience something new with your family and friends in this vibrant and family-friendly historic district. When it comes to dining, shopping, and entertainment, downtown Wilmington has it all. From quick bites to high-end diners, we have a variety of food options to satisfy your taste buds. Explore our artisan boutique shops, jewelers, and florists for unique finds. Pamper yourself with soothing spa treatments, rejuvenating massages, and stylish haircuts at our top-notch studios. Dive into the world of art with our captivating galleries. And catch a show at the historic Murphy Theater, featuring awe-inspiring performances and cultural events. Immerse yourself in history by visiting our iconic landmarks, such as the Murphy Theater, historic General Denver Hotel, our Cultural History Center, and beautifully preserved historic architecture. Throughout the year, Main Street Wilmington hosts a variety of exciting events that embody the spirit of our town. From the Hometown Holodazzle Illuminated Parade to the family-friendly Halloween event and our lively wine walk, there's always something fun happening. Additionally, the Convention and Visitors Bureau presents a summer concert series featuring the annual Rock the Block, and we also have our weekly farmers markets. We boast a designated outdoor refreshment area where you can purchase alcoholic beverages and carry them as you explore the town. So what are you waiting for? Plan your next weekend getaway in downtown Wilmington. Head over to mainstreetwilmington.com for all the latest updates on events, dining, shopping, and entertainment. Downtown Wilmington, Ohio is the place to be. We extend our gratitude to Ralph's American.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, the perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization, event, or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com, or give us a call at 740-335-6481, and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
The final resting place haunted junkyard is located at 988 Polk Road in Sabina, Ohio. Our hours of operation are 8 to 12 for midnight Friday and Saturday nights through the month of October. Our opening weekend is the last weekend of September.
Car Express, keep moving. 740-248-5300, Troy Bach, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, right across from Washington City Schools. Keep moving because Troy keeps moving those cars very fast. If you're looking for a used car, stop in and see Troy. He'll find the car you need.
Keep on moving, moving. Keep them doggies moving. That's raw. We're down to 2 bars on this one. I'm going to turn this one on.
That's a problem. You've been to the bar already this morning.
I'm going to move this over.
It's not even 9 o'clock.
And I'm going to turn that off.
You've already been to the bar.
I'm going to turn this one off, and I'm going to set it up here.
You say you've been to 2 bars already.
I replaced all the batteries, but I must not. I didn't replace the batteries on the other ones because I thought, well, why replace them if they don't need to be replaced? I'm just wasting energy.
Is that it?
That's what I thought. So you said that you had something for us.
Yeah.
Second half.
Do you, people listening, have any fears around Halloween? Any phobias or fears around Halloween? Tell us what they are. I've got some here, and I'll see if yours are the same as ours. And do you have some of these fears, such as Friday the 13th? Does you may fear Friday the 13th because people have told you to fear Friday the 13th, but has anything ever bad happened to you on Friday the 13th?
Here's a newsflash, Joe. Joe, did you know a male lion would never cheat on a female lion? But a tiger would. Those are your fans. And also,
That's
Joe
from Jake.
keeps ignoring what you want to say, Rick. Show him who's boss. What can I do? I had another person that would not listen to what I kept telling him. I said, don't talk politics. Don't talk politics.
And Rick says, Joe, find some things to talk about. So I find things to talk about. When I say one word, Rick starts talking about himself.
I try to protect these guys. They do not listen to me. I am the infinitely wise guy. And so...
Like I'll say Friday the 13th, we're going, oh, Friday the 13th. Something happened to me. I woke up on Friday the 13th. I do this on Friday the 13th. It's got to be around Rick. Friday.
So when is our next Friday the 13th, Joe?
I don't know.
This Friday?
I didn't look at it.
I thought it was this Friday.
We're already the 15th. How can this be the... People I've got to put up with this.
We are regressing. So what are you talking about this segment? What are you blabbering about?
I am talking about the month of October leading up to Halloween and the fears surrounding Halloween and the fears and things. Do you have anything that scares you regarding the Halloween era time?
Speaking of Halloween, Joe, the candy night is this Saturday. So all the little kiddies are going to be out here all over Wilmington collecting their candy from the various merchants and business people. Are you going to be out?
Probably not.
You don't have anything going on Saturday because we don't have a game, and we.
I have volleyball Saturday all afternoon.
We don't have a game Saturday.
While Ohio State's playing football, I will again miss it.
Oh, they're playing Wisconsin. That's a pushover game.
And but I still want to watch my team.
I have Saturday off, and I have Sunday. Well, why don't you? Give me
the one time
give me an allowance
on a night time. Usually I'm offering volleyball on a Saturday and I miss Ohio State. I have a Saturday. They don't play till nighttime, so I'm thinking, hey, I'll watch Ohio State. They play at night. Hey, Joe, come with me out here to the haunted junkyard and forget about watching Ohio State. So I go with Rick. Do not watch again Ohio State.
They won.
But I wanted to watch my team.
So you can watch your team this Saturday night. Are you going to?
No, because they play at 3:30, and I'll be refereeing at 3 o'clock on.
This man is so greedy. He's got to work, because he gets money.
Yeah. Like I come in here because I get money.
Oh, now you're sounding like someone else. Who's that someone else? Are you going to start bringing people in? You're going to start...
I'm trying to help you bring people in.
Oh, okay. That'll do. Well, like I said, and we'll talk more about Molly and Dustin here.
Evidently, we don't have anybody watching because I've asked people, are you looking to see if anybody's...
What are you blabbering? Oh, you mean if they're...
I asked people, do you have any phobias?
That's what I had about Tiger Woods.
You never mentioned Tiger
Joe
Woods.
has the haunt Saturday. No, Joe does not have the haunt Saturday. Joe has... He's going...
Volleyball.
Where is the volleyball game? It's a tournament
At
game.
Troy. Sectional volleyball. I have 2 games.
Volleyball.
2 games.
Miami Trace won their tournament volleyball game, and they will move on. I don't know who they played. Did you look that up like I asked you, Joe?
Did you ask me? Nope. I don't remember. I did not ask.
Last night, Miami Trace's boys soccer team defeated Sheridan. They had lost to them earlier in the year, 3-0. Last night, they beat them. I don't know whether it was 2-1 or 3-2 or something in overtime. So they're moving on in the tournament. I think the Miami Trace girls have also won their first tournament game.
Volleyball.
Miami Trace.
Or are you talking about
in
soccer? Soccer.
They won volleyball too, but I think that because Miami Trace is doing really well in tournaments.
All because you,
Yeah,
Rick.
because I happen to be, the central figure in the sports program at Miami Trace. In fact, who knows? After Aaron steps down, I'll probably end up being the athletic director at Miami Trace. I am so revered.
Oh, poor Miami Trace going downhill
And
that
when
fast.
I do, Joe Davis will not be the voice of the Panthers.
So sorry to hear that. Well, since you asked me to come up with some things, and I did, and you keep changing the subject,
What do you got?
as always, I'm asking, you're saying we've got thousands of people watching us, so I've asked those 1,000 people, do you have any fears around Halloween?
Do I?
Do the people watching, do you, the people watching, have any fears or phobias around Halloween? Not everything centers around Rick.
Would it necessarily be a phobia? Could it be an honest
I said,
fear?
or.
Could it be a fear?
I said a fear or a phobia. Listen to what I say. He never listens. He talks so much he can't hear.
Obviously, they're listening to you, Joe, because that's how we got Sarah Ferguson as the Duchess, you know?
Right.
That was one of our listening audience that told us.
So anyway, I'm going to come up with some since.
I'm going to change the battery in this mic. So
Go ahead. Leave us alone.
Joe, you go ahead and blather along. Maybe they'll answer.
Some of the phobias in October, these are all year long, and many of these, but they really come to light in the month of October because of Halloween. Friday the 13th. How many people have had something bad happen on Friday the 13th? Tell us about it. We'd like to hear about it. So we don't have to hear Rick talk about himself all the time. Do you know there's in the many hotels there is no 13th floor because of the number 13. So does the number 13th bother people? Just the number itself, the number 13th.
Well,
is that a phobia?
A lot of people don't realize it, Joe, but here at the Murphy Theater, there is no, when you take the elevator here, there's no 13th floor on the elevator here.
Okay. And you find me that elevator, Rick, and I'll check it out for you.
Vicki Kendall says, no fear, I go ghost hunting. We do, okay, we'll tell us
There is.
about that in just a minute.
Yeah, just.
And Adventures Through Time says, we're commenting, Joe. Joe's just not.
Rick's not telling me. Rick's got the thing. I don't. So Rick's got to tell me who's listening and talking, but he's too busy talking about himself to look up the things you're supposed to.
Is your phone not working? Is it off?
Off. Because I had a call come in. I turned it off.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, speaking of ghosts, because everybody thinks this is a 107-year-old building, there's probably been a lot of things that have gone on here, and it might be haunted. Well, from my experience, because JoJo, who works in our office, on her computer, she has recordings that were recorded here at the Murphy Theater. There were a couple of these ghost hunting groups that have been through the theater periodically, and they had whatever they call that little box that's supposed to capture sounds and that kind of thing. Upstairs, just outside our studio across. Our studio is across from Steve's studio. He's the executive director of the Murphy Theater. So our studios face each other. In the hallway between the two has been where they have heard the most activity. And I've listened to these recordings, and they are, you can discern the difference between just background noise, and they actually are answering questions that are asked of them. So there is a spirit, there is a presence in the Murphy Theater, at least that haunts the hallway upstairs in the Murphy Theater. And you can ask them questions if you have that device. You have to have that device in order to hear them. But then they transferred the sounds to JoJo's computer downstairs, and she played them back to me. Also, there have been a couple occasions, and I saw the window, and I don't know which window this was, but it was a window facing Main Street of the Murphy Theater, which once again would be on the opposite side of the hall to our studio upstairs, Steve's side, we'll say. There was a figure in the window which they were talking to, and at least it appeared that it turned around and looked at them. Now, I don't know that they actually captured any voice of that figure, but there was someone standing in the Murphy Theater window, like they were looking out on Main Street, because those windows face Main Street, was standing in the window, and when they were talking to it, it turned around. So, and I know that they've contended that in this theater, occasionally, if you walked into the theater itself, into the auditorium, where the seating is, that occasionally they would see a figure dressed like the old ushers used to be dressed, in the suit and everything, that would be sitting up in the balcony. And so once again, whether that was someone from the early days of the 107-year-old Murphy Theater or not, I will say I'm here most every morning, Monday through Friday, at between 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 6:30. But anyway, I have never heard or seen anything which would indicate to me that anybody was trying to communicate with me.
Who would want to look for you?
But it's possible that they just know that I love this theater, that I revere it, and that I respect it. And so maybe the ghosts of the Murphy Theater don't want to cause me any frightening occurrences, so they leave me alone. I don't know. We did have one instance where I saw something down on the stage. I was up here at this end of the theater. I saw something down on the stage. There was a drum set that was on the stage. They had been, at some point, they were practicing their drums or whatever. And there was a drum set on the stage, and there was a towel laying across the drum. And I was looking at the drum, and from up here, and whatever that towel was moved across the drum and dropped on the floor. So, and it was too big a towel for there to be a wind that blew it off. So that's the only thing that I've experienced of any scariness, and even that didn't scare me, because at this point I don't even know if somebody came up and tapped me on the shoulder, whether I would actually be afraid or not.
Only looking in a mirror would probably scare you.
But like I said, something could happen in the near future. I wonder more about all these lights that flicker and some of the lights that go out and come back on, and the chandeliers above us, and of course now we have decorated for Halloween, so we've got scary figures. As you see on the door back here, we've got the ghosts and all that. We've got a ghost over there. Bless you. But anyway, I have not and cannot actually say I've seen and heard the stuff that JoJo has on her computer, and I believe that those were honestly taken here at the Murphy Theater. So, and it's a 107-year-old building that has had many people come and go here. To my knowledge, no one has died in the theater.
I can say and go, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that anybody has died in the theater, but I I would hesitate to guess that if someone worked here for, let's say, 30 years as an usher or 30 years as whatever, who knows? The ghost of Terry, who does a lot of the work on the theater, he may end up, after he passes away.
The ghost of Terry?
I'm not trying to usher Terry away. I'm just saying he's now on the board. So he doesn't really work that much on the theater. They only bring him in an emergency because he knows everything about the mechanics of the theater. But Terry will probably inhabit this theater long after he is dead.
I'm going to tell Terry that, yeah.
I don't know that I will. No matter how many years Wake Up Wilmington runs here from Charlie's, I doubt that they will ever see my ghost here at Charlie's. They may see Joe's ghost at a Buckeyes game. And he will be running down everybody trying to get them to talk to him.
There is also the fear of Halloween, which is...
Oh, there is?
Yeah, do you know what that's called?
Halloween fear.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure I can pronounce it. Does anybody know what the fear of Halloween is called?
I'm reading your comment, Vicki. The fear of Halloween is called halitosis?
Nope.
Oh.
Halitosis, that's what you get your skin or something.
No,
That's
not
bad
skin,
breath.
That's bad breath.
That's bad breath.
Vicky Kendall says, I need to bring my pictures of an apparition we caught on a trail cam in a barn we investigated.
Yeah, show us that. Bring it in. Come in. Who's that? Who had that?
We could have an entire show and Wake Up Wilmington of
Yeah.
people that have had and seen apparitions. Or
I think so. Let's get a group of them in. Let's come in by the end of October.
Yes, Joe is texting while I'm talking. That's how much Joe pays attention.
Trying to find out information while Rick talks.
Hosts or guest hosts on this show, I talk and I talk and I say, don't talk about this, don't talk about, and they don't listen to me. And then they're not here anymore.
Nobody ever he knows around Rick. Your mind just shuts off around Rick because he just never shuts up. So you got to do something else.
Okay, Joe. So what are you blathering about now?
What is the fear of Halloween called?
And it's not halitosis.
Nope, that's bad breath.
That's bad breath. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe someone in our audience knows.
That's what I asked.
Oh, well, they're not listening to you. They listen to me more than they listen to you. Mark Rogers says he can't hear me. Let me check to see on the board if my mic is on.
Oh, if they can't hear Rick,
that's mic number 2. That's the reason they can't hear me because I switched mics.
and you turned mic number 2 off.
Yes, and I turned mic number 2 off.
The people are so happy they couldn't hear Rick.
So I switched mics. Now you can hear me.
Yeah.
That's what happens sometimes.
Well, just turn them all on. Don't worry about it.
And that's why I usually do.
We don't have to turn these on, but you can turn it on over there.
Well, I'll go to the board. But anyway, yeah, that's why we usually, even when there's only 2 or 3 people at the table.
Because you're just running these batteries down.
It doesn't matter. It's electricity, and it's not even mine. So anyway, well, although the batteries, when you charge them and they discharge and you charge, you are using up the cycles of life. But I've had these batteries since we were doing our morning show up in Jeffersonville, at least some of them, not all of them. I bought more batteries because we have 8 mics upstairs, which we may start using down here. But anyway, now you should be able to hear me because the board is on.
Sorry, and I apologize to the people because now you can hear Rick. Apologize.
And I should have turned Joe's off.
All right. Have we had anybody responding to what is the fear of Halloween called?
Sam.
Yep.
What is it? Samhainophobia?
Samhainophobia.
Samhainophobia. There you go. And Mark says he now can hear.
Who's one?
And you see, Mark wants to hear what I have to say. I don't know that he wants.
I'm the one that asked the question. It shows he's listening to me.
No.
And they couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
Samhainophobia is the fear of Halloween.
I thought that was the fear of ham and cheese sandwich.
No, it's not.
So it's not a Samhainophobia?
No, Samhainophobia.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Thanks.
There's a couple, I don't know if these have anything to do with Halloween, but phobias, arachnophobia.
Arach is fear of spiders.
Just fear of spiders and other bugs.
Okay, other bugs.
Do you know what, I don't know, again, pronunciation, nyctophobia?
Well, if you say something that you don't pronounce correctly, how am I going to know what it means?
Nycto, nyctophobia.
Nyctophobia?
Nycto, nyctophobia.
the fear of reading a Stephen King novel.
No.
No, that's not it.
That is the fear of dark, or fear of darkness.
Oh, well, I obviously don't fear darkness.
It's not nyctophobia, but
because
it's.
I walk around the theater when it's pitch black in here. I'm walking around the theater. They have one light that they keep on stage.
On the stage, yes.
One little light bulb that they. Now, see?
Most theaters do
I
that.
just heard someone in the background. So our ghosts.
I was outside.
Our ghosts are moving around the theater right now. So the haunt. They may even look in that window if you keep watching. But anyway, usually our ghosts come in just to maybe get a cup of coffee.
Fear of snakes. People have fear of snakes.
Snakeophobia.
I don't know what. I didn't look up what it's called. It's just fear of snakes.
What are snakes normally called? They're
Snakes.
Technical words.
Snakes are normally called snakes.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the snake too.
Like you. They're called Rick Phillips.
We'd already talked about the black mamba and we talked about the rattlesnake.
Thanophobia.
Thanophobia is the fear of our fans.
Thanophobia is the fear of dying.
Oh, well.
I have
Do you fear that?
I do not fear of dying anymore. I'm so old. It's just
I guess you get so old you say, it's not like we're throwing in the towel, but at the same time, it's like, well, been there, done that, seen everything, experienced everything, so I'm ready anytime.
Oh, here's one you were talking about earlier.
All right.
Phasmophobia or phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia, the fear of fat women.
Again, if write your letters or complaints to Rick Phillips, not Joe Davis. I did not say that. Okay. Did not use that term.
Is that insensitive, Joe?
Yes.
Okay.
Very.
I take it back then. I apologize.
Phasmophobia.
Okay, what is it, Joe?
Fear of ghosts.
Oh. Is this all related to Halloween?
Halloween.
Oh.
Come
well, you
on,
should have
Rick,
told me that from the beginning. There's a ghost over your shoulder, Joe.
Yeah.
I think it's Casper.
We've been talking.
Yeah.
He feels sorry for. He has empathy for me working with you.
Who's that?
Do you have a fear?
Joeophobia is the fear of Joe.
Do you have the fear of walking through the graveyard at night?
No, in fact, I had a friend in high school. He didn't go to the same school that I did.
He was so grateful for that.
I will digress. He went to Carroll High School, which was down from Beaver Creek. So anyway, I don't know how he met his girlfriend. She went to Centerville High School at the time. And the problem was, at least, this is what he said. Her parents didn't like him, which, is not atypical.
Parents didn't like you either.
Parents all love me. So anyway, it just so happened that my girlfriend's parents had some issues with me as well. So what do you think? What do you think we did?
He switched.
That's right. He went and picked my girlfriend up, and I went and picked his girlfriend up in Centerville, and we met.
And you wonder why the parents don't like these
and
boys.
We exchanged girlfriends. It was, we exchanged girls so that we would go out. And then when we got done with our date or wherever we were going or whatever we were doing, we'd meet back together. And I would take his girlfriend home to her parents, and he would take my girlfriend home to her parents. She was in Kettering.
So does anybody out there trust Rick Phillips?
In Centerville, so they were close. Hey, that's not the half of it. When I was young, and so I would have been in high school still, I used to sneak in because there was no screen window in my girlfriend's window in her bedroom. I would sneak in her window because her bedroom was at the back of their house. I would sneak in, so we could watch television together.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what you did.
We were playing Scrabble or something. But anyway,
yeah, I'm sure
that was those were the same parents that didn't like me. So
I wonder why.
I don't know why. I'm a great guy. I was even better when I was.
Have you checking your little?
Yeah, I'll check here.
Yeah, please.
Are they swinger phobia? Yeah, Mark. Swinger phobia. That's me.
Rick is swinger phobia.
The fear of swings.
Rickophobia. It's the fear of Rick, which I have.
Well, you do crazy things, Joe, when you're young. You know, some of
You do crazy things all your life.
This is not the half of it. The girl that I was dating, and I was in her bedroom. I was in her bedroom. Her father came down the hall, could hear him, knocked on her door. Fortunately, I don't know. I don't even think she had a lock on the door, but maybe she probably did. There was a lock on her bedroom door. But anyway, knocked on the door. I had to hide behind the door as the door was opened to her father, and she, whatever the conversation was, and finally the door was closed. But I was that close from probably losing whatever
Your
it was
life.
that guys lose that sneak into their girlfriends' bedrooms when they shouldn't be there. I think I was about, and let's see, I think I was 15 at the time. So what would that, freshman in high school? No, I don't know. Because a freshman, we actually met at Beaver Creek, and then she moved to Kettering. So
People care.
They were probably sophomore. I have a life of Rick Phillips.
You know what the fear of this fear? Again, pronunciation. Chorophobia.
The fear of getting crow's feet from, squinting.
Coulro phobia.
Chorophobia. I don't have the
Coulrophobia.
Call. What is it?
Fear of clowns.
Oh, fear of clowns. Well, a lot of people, especially young people, maybe it was because clowns in some movies were stabbing people or something. But over the years, and I was never afraid of clowns. I like clowns. But some people today, even as adults, usually they're probably about millennial age or younger, they're scared to death of clowns. So it must have been some movie that came out,
Well, I tell you,
when the average person was like, whatever.
my son, who will be 50 on November 1st, when he was young, and I don't remember, 4 or 5 years old, I'm guessing, something like that. Could have been 7, 8. But we took him to the circus in Cincinnati.
Right.
And just before
Is that to visit your relatives?
Just before the circus starts, they turn off all the lights,
lady
and it's dark.
And the two-headed whatever.
They turn off all the lights, and it's dark. Do you mind I'm talking this time?
Oh, okay. All right, Joe. Go ahead. Talk about
they turn off all the lights in the circus, and it's totally black, dark. And while it's dark...
Was this a tent? A circus tent?
It's inside one of the buildings in Cincinnati,
so it wasn't
down
a
on the
real
riverfront.
circus because it didn't have a tent.
No tent.
All right.
Again, after I'm crudely interrupted, we're in the. It's totally rude. Dark inside inside the arena here, and all of a sudden the lights come back on, and when they come back on, all these clowns are up in the audience to meet and greet people, and Jason, my son, was like screaming because...
How old was he?
Again, I don't know. It's anywhere between 5 and 8 years old.
Don't
somewhere
tell the story if you don't know.
He was young. Yeah. I don't remember that one, the exact age, but he was young, and he's the only one we took. So he might have been 3 because Craig's about 3 years younger than him, 2.5, and it was just Jason that we took. So either Craig was too young to bring or... whatever, and
so you gave him PTSD, scarred him
so
for life?
We took Jason, and when they turned the lights on, all these clowns were coming up to shake hands of kids and smiling at them with these big smiles drawn on their face. He was scared to death, and for years...
So was he screaming?
For years, Jason did not like clowns.
No. How did he stay around you then?
I don't know. He'd be all right around me. But he did not like clowns for years because of... them turning off the lights and turning it on. The clowns were up there in the stands and with the audience, and it scared him to death. And for years, he did not like clowns.
Well, I think there's a lot of
I never got fear of clowns until these movies in the last several years of the evil clowns, and stuff. And
it says the fear of clowns happened because of John Wayne Gacy murdering in a clown outfit. So I didn't know that. John Wayne... Didn't he also...
I've heard of John Wayne Gacy.
Well, he was from Chicago, I think. Yeah. All the murders occurred in Chicago. And I don't remember whether he's the one that buried them under his house. and so all the bodies were under his house, or he was the one that
You don't know. Don't
was he
bring
the
it up.
one that ate some of their brain?
That's not-
cut it off.
no.
And that wasn't John Wayne.
No.
I couldn't.
Again, if you don't know about something, don't remark on it.
Who ate the brains? Do you know?
I don't remember.
What was his name? Wasn't he the one, Hannibal Lecter, that
Well,
ate
it could have been
brains?
Hannibal. He did a lot of stuff like
but
that.
he wasn't. He was not a real person. John Wayne Gacy was a real.
There was a real
serial
guy
killer.
There was a real guy that ate people and kept them parts of their body inside the refrigerator to eat later, and he was finally found
In case he wanted a little snack.
in case he wanted a little snack.
Well, I mean, cannibalism is not that unusual. To
me it is.
There are people even today that are still cannibals in the jungles of the
I'm not know
Amazon.
what I know is so.
Yeah, well, not around here. But, let me
Keep
ask you.
looking at your phone in case anybody.
Let me ask you a question,
People
Joe.
could be trying
if
to
you were
talk
on
to-
an airplane and it crashed on a mountaintop,
Where do
and
where do they bury the survivors?
there were 30 people on the plane, and you're in the snow, and it crashed, and some of the people
I
have
don't
died,
eat people.
and you had no food
I want to die
because
I
there were
don't
none of those
eat
little
people.
peanut packets or anything left over.
don't
You'd
eat
already eaten
people.
all the peanuts. You'd already eaten all the food that was
I
on the
do
plane.
not eat
Would you
people.
start eating the people to
No,
stay alive? You
I
sure?
do not eat
You
people.
sure?
I'm
I don't
positive.
know. I don't know.
I don't
Some
eat
people
people.
might.
I don't eat people.
You never know. Well, we're gonna get off on a different tangent this segment.
Amen.
Because we are here at
I
the
was-
lovely haunted Murphy Theater.
Have you looked to see if anybody's talking about any
No
fears?
one's talking about anything
That's
right now.
because no one's watching. You put them all to sleep.
John Wayne Gacy. No, there actually are people watching. John Wayne Gacy, and there's more people watching than even it shows. But anyway, Friday, October the 17th, Joe. That's
Yes.
this coming Friday. And this is sponsored by Hope House. This is here at the Murphy at 7 p.m. It's rated PG, so you can
PJ?
come. PG. Oh, you can wear your PJs though. This is a 2-hour and 40-minute movie. The movie is Wicked. Now, is this sort of a recreation of Cinderella? Because there's a wicked witch, and then there's a girl that looks like a Cinderella.
No, it's from the Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz?
Yes.
Well, the Wizard of Oz never had a girl dressed up like Cinderella. I think Joe's... No, Joe, you're wrong.
Have you
As
noticed
usual.
the witch that's got a green face like the
Joe,
witch from...
There's no girl...
She was the good witch.
There's no... Oh,
She's the good witch,
Oh,
and
she's-
there's the bad witch.
so they're touching each other?
They were best friends.
Oh, they were?
Gotta watch the movie. Come and watch the movie and find out.
Well, anyway,
I don't want to give out the whole plot.
$7 individually or $12. You can bring your whole family.
At
And
the
that's
door.
This Friday, October the 17th at 7 p.m. Wicked, sponsored by Hope House.
Come and then tell Rick about it and tell him
I've led such a sheltered life. You know, the last time I've been to a real movie and watched a movie? Well,
what about the next night?
It was, well, wait. It was here at the Murphy Theater last year. They had Armageddon. What's the one where the aliens came and Independence Day. I was here on the 4th of July watching Independence Day. And that I always enjoyed that movie, and that's one of those movies you can watch over and over again because, we defeat the aliens and live forever. And
So you can watch again since they were
yeah.
defeated.
So anyway, what Joe was commenting on, the Health Alliance of Clinton County is going to present dueling pianos. So there's going to be two. I would at least two.
That's
they're dueling.
interesting.
Dueling Pianos International. It's a fundraising event, so they're going to be raising money for the Clinton County Foundation. And does any of that go to us?
Oh.
Oh, no. So we don't get any of the money. But anyway, Dueling Pianos, a fundraising event Saturday, October the 18th. So that's
What time?
at 7:30. So we've got one coming Friday at 7 on October the 17th, and Saturday, Dueling Pianos will be this Saturday, October the 18th at 7:30, and this is the Health Alliance of Clinton County, so I assume they are the sponsor of this event.
Right.
And so anyway, Joe's moving right along here.
I'm trying to.
Friday, October the 24th at 7. This movie is from 1951, so Joe, it's about 6 years after you were born. It is also rated PG.
Wouldn't even thought of.
It is 1 hour and 52 minutes. It is also $7 each or $12 for the whole family. And this is a famous movie. I assume this is the one they're talking about. James Stewart, Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window. And that is a sort of a thriller. It has Grace Kelly, Wendell Corey, and Thelma
Do you know
Ritter.
who the bad man was in this movie?
Jimmy Stewart?
Jimmy Stewart was not the bad man.
He was either good at Raymond Burr,
Raymond Burr.
which was the old
Who-
Ironsides, and
what-
Perry Mason.
What Perry Mason, who Raymond Burr in this movie was the bad guy.
Which normally he's the good guy
And,
saving
and in
people.
Perry Mason, he became the good
Raymond
guy.
Burr was always saving poor men from being sued for divorce by their wives, ex-wives.
No, he
4
didn't.
times.
He never
4
did.
times.
He did.
Raymond Burr came to the defense.
He was not a divorce lawyer, as he said.
I'm sure I remember it that way, Joe. But anyway, and then Rhinestone Cowgirls,
Girls.
the legendary ladies of
Rick
country
will be there
music.
that night.
I imagine Dolly Parton. Dolly's still alive. She's still with us. I know she wasn't feeling well. I hadn't
to the
called
best
her.
of my knowledge,
I hadn't
yes.
checked. I checked up on you, but I didn't check up on Dolly. But anyway, Saturday, October the 25th at 7:30, Rhinestone Cow. I wonder if they're going to be in rhinestones. You know those jackets that have the rhinestone. I don't know. But anyway, that will be Saturday, October the 24th, and we will round it out with October.
Legendary ladies of country music.
Yeah, and we don't know whether Dolly's going to be included in that.
But there's a group of, they'll be doing a bunch of, I'm sure Dolly will be one of them.
All right.
But all the famous ladies of country music, them personally will not be here, but people.
So, Joe, will you
imitating them.
pronounce, this is the Halloween Spooktacular, October the 31st at 7 p.m.
Nosferatu?
Yes. And what's that?
Nosferatu.
And you know him?
It's Nosferatu. Yeah, I know him because it's you.
And there's the Peach, what is this? Peacherine, whatever, Ragtime Society Orchestra that will be on the floor or in the
Go ahead and make
orchestra
fun.
pit.
Make fun of the orchestra. It's going to be here, Rick.
And
it's really good.
Tickets are $25. I thought that Steve had said, or someone had said that tickets were $35. But on this one, it says tickets are $25. This is October the 31st at 7 p.m. And you can wear a costume since it is going to be the Spooktacular. There will be beer, wine.
Rick was charging you $35.
Beer, wine, and restless spirits available right here at Charlie's on October the 31st at 7 p.m. And so that rounds out the month of only October. We're not going into November, even though November.
Even though it's the very next night.
Yeah,
we're not going to talk about the very next night.
We're not bringing. That's a secret. We're not going to bring that up. That's to be. It's pronounced Nosferatu. Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Is that like a congested nose?
Yeah.
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nosferatu.
And I guess you have to learn that in magician school.
Yes.
So that you know how to pronounce it. All right, we're going to take a break here. We got about 10, 11 minutes before we sign off, but we're going to take a break here. We're going to give our advertisers one last shot. And when we come back, Joe will finally admit that Rick has the better voice of Rick and Joe.
Rick will finally.
This is not like Ben and Jerry. This is not like who's the other morning show besides Ben and Jerry? Oh, that's not Ben and Jerry. They're the ones that made the ice cream. Although one of them quit. He's not making ice cream anymore. So it's only a Jerry ice cream or a Ben. We'll be right back. But when I come back, our brilliant.
I apologize to everybody out there.
Will tell me whether it was Ben or Jerry that quit.
I will most apologize to all the people out there that have to listen to this.
All right, mics are off.
Roller Haven is located at 1640 U.S. Highway 22 Northwest, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. The perfect place for a day out with the family, birthday parties, and even an organization event or fundraiser. Check out our website, rollerhavenwch.com, or give us a call at 740-335-6481 and we can help plan your event. We look forward to seeing you there.
The final resting place haunted junkyard is located at 988 Polk Road in Sabina, Ohio. Our hours of operation are 8 to 12 for midnight Friday and Saturday nights through the month of October. Our opening weekend is the last weekend of September.
Welcome to downtown Wilmington, Ohio, the place to be. Experience something new with your family and friends in this vibrant and family-friendly historic district. When it comes to dining, shopping, and entertainment, downtown Wilmington has it all. From quick bites to high-end diners, we have a variety of food options to satisfy your taste buds. Explore our artisan boutique shops, jewelers, and florists for unique finds. Pamper yourself with soothing spa treatments, rejuvenating massages, and stylish haircuts at our top-notch studios. Dive into the world of art with our captivating galleries. And catch a show at the historic Murphy Theater, featuring awe-inspiring performances and cultural events. Immerse yourself in history by visiting our iconic landmarks, such as the Murphy Theater, historic General Denver Hotel, our Cultural History Center, and beautifully preserved historic architecture. Throughout the year, Main Street Wilmington hosts a variety of exciting events that embody the spirit of our town. From the Hometown Holodazzle Illuminated Parade to the family-friendly Halloween event and our lively wine walk, there's always something fun happening. Additionally, the Convention and Visitors Bureau presents a summer concert series featuring the annual Rock the Block, and we also have our weekly farmers market. We boast a designated outdoor refreshment area where you can purchase alcoholic beverages and carry them as you explore the town. So what are you waiting for? Plan your next weekend getaway in downtown Wilmington. Head over to mainstreetwilmington.com for all the latest updates on events, dining, shopping, and entertainment. Downtown Wilmington, Ohio is the place to be. We extend our gratitude to Ralph's American Grill, World Equestrian Center, and R&L Carriers for their sponsorship that supported the creation of this video.
I'm back. Hopefully Rick will stay away.
Mics are all on this time, and we thank our brilliant audience that apparently do listen to me. I don't know if they listen to you, Joe, but anyway, it's Ben and Jerry quit. And that's the Jerry of Ben and Jerry's. He no longer makes ice cream.
Because the company became woke in his term.
I thought it was because he wanted this new flavor. He had this remarkable new flavor, strawberry, and Ben did not want him to sell strawberry.
Never heard of strawberry before.
Strawberry, yeah.
Wow.
Or it could be Neapolitan, which is strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla.
Really?
Didn't like mixing it. Didn't want nuts in his...
Well, if he doesn't like nuts, I know he wouldn't like you, that's for sure.
Anyway, well, I know that, and this is what an incredible friend I am to Joe Davis. I give him the last 2 pieces of pizza when we're at O on the Lane. I can't help it that he got sick because he stuffed his mouth full of pizza. But we have 5 minutes left in this broadcast, and I'm giving those to Joe because he's got still...
Yeah. We've been on for 2 hours, and he's going to give me 5 minutes.
He still has minutia that he wants to give you. So, Joe, give him the minutia.
In the 15th, 16th century, around Shakespearean time, people that went to the theater, which had wooden floors, and were sitting on wooden chairs. So instead of clapping, they would jump up and down with their chairs and make loud noise.
Wouldn't they get splinters in their derrieres?
They were sitting on the chair, the the legs
there
of the
was a
chair hit the floor, not their butts.
So was there a cushion on the chairs?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't ask them.
Well, you said wooden chairs.
The wooden chairs, the wooden legs of the chairs.
The legs of the chairs were
would
wooden.
bounce on the wooden.
Not what they were sitting on.
It didn't matter up here. It's what's hitting the floor. Wood on wood
so
made a loud
that's
noise.
That's how they clapped?
It was louder than clapping.
I thought they snapped their fingers.
If everybody
Didn't
clapped,
they snap their fingers?
if everybody clapped and if everybody jumped up and down on the chairs, it made a louder noise, bouncing your chairs on the floor back in the 15th and 16th century when you were little.
Well, that wouldn't work here because
This made
the
it
floors are
very,
concrete.
very loud. Did you say you're giving me the last 5 minutes?
I think somebody just
Shut
came
up.
in, and that must have been another ghost.
They broke the chair legs. They were bouncing. They would, to make it louder because they really loved the performance, would bang their chairs louder and louder and louder until the chair legs would break. And that's where in the theater it came up with the term break a leg.
Break a leg?
Yes, they wanted you to get so excited about the thing, it was break a leg.
It was break a leg. It was because
That's
they were
where the term
bouncing
came
up on
from,
their chair.
that they eventually came to good luck to the performer. You said break a leg, came from
Meaning
this
you would
term.
have a good show.
You
and
would have a
people
good
would
show.
appreciate it. Sort of like our shows.
Also, back in those days, people believed in nymphs. And they believed the nymphs lived in trees. That's where they lived.
Is that anything like the ones that were in hollow trees? That's Amanda. I saw Amanda.
But these were nymphs. People
were they
believed.
the ones that make the cookies for Keebler and
Yeah,
they live in
Keebler, yeah.
hollow trees? The nymphs?
They were distant cousins.
Okay, all right.
People believed in nymphs, and nymphs lived in trees, and so they believed. And so they would, if they needed luck, they went to the tree, to their nymph, to get good luck. Well, they wanted the nymph to give them good luck, so they would pound on the tree to give them good, wake up the nymph to give them good luck.
So like a Wake Up Wilmington, it was a Wake Up Nymph.
Wake up nymph.
Maybe we should change
They
the name.
knocked on the trees, and that's where the term knock on wood. So, it's like
So now
you
we
do something,
know break
knock
a
on
leg
wood.
and knock on wood.
If you wanted good luck,
anything left in
knock on
your
wood. One
bag
more.
of minutia, Joe?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to sneeze again. Rick makes
That's
me.
bad
I'm
luck.
allergic to Rick,
That's
if you
bad
haven't
luck.
noticed.
That's bad luck.
I'm allergic to Rick.
That didn't even sound
People-
like a sneeze. That sounded like a cough.
People when people got married years ago, for a month after they got married, and I can understand Rick's wife wanting to do this. It would make
Well, I got
sense.
married 4 times.
They would go get drunk on mead, M-E-A-D, mead. They would, for a month, the married couple would go out and drink and drink and drink and drink for a
After
whole
they got
month.
married, they'd be drunk for a month?
For a month, would get drunk on this. And mead was made from honey. It was very sweet tasting. And they would drink this, drink this, drink this. And for a month, they would drink this and be.
That's where
it was
the term
considered good luck for them.
Mead in Japan came from. Mead in China.
Eh,
No?
shut up.
No?
And they would get drunk on the mead. And it was a good luck thing for them to, after you got married for a month, to go out and drink this mead, get drunk. It would make your marriage last long, long, long. So
Obviously,
people would
I
do
didn't
this.
drink any mead.
So,
Oh, gosh.
so anyway, mead was made from honey.
You said that.
Okay, honey. Remember that
You're
word?
repeating yourself.
But they did it for a month. And a lunar term for is month.
You gotta be a rocket scientist. to
Lunar
figure out what you're
cycle.
saying?
A lunar cycle for a month. That's where they got the term, let's go on a honeymoon.
I don't believe that, Davis. Honeymoon.
Honeymoon from getting drunk on mead made from honey for
Why
a
didn't they
month.
just call it
honeymoon. That's where the
honeymoon.
term honeymoon came from.
Well, Joe,
remember, you heard it here first.
The satellite, thank gosh. The satellite in the sky is moving, Joe. It's been another wonderful day on Wake Up Wilmington. Tomorrow Uncle Punky's going to be in. That does not mean we're going to let Joe go home tomorrow. He
No.
may still have to come in. But
Joe will be gone.
Uncle Punky will be in. We're going to be having updates on what we're doing on Wake Up Washington Courthouse in November.
You think he's done anything? You think he's... Of course, Rick says, call and find out. Did Rick pick up the phone and call somebody? No.
Joe,
he tells his guy in courthouse.
The true leaders delegate authority. They do not have to do everything themselves.
You don't do nothing. You delegate everything.
It. I have so much that I do.
Do you ask him to go to the bathroom for you?
No, I have so much to do. I have to delegate certain
Hey, Uncle
things.
Punky, I feel like I may have to go to the bathroom. Could you go for me, please?
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, this is going down the rabbit hole, so we're going to get away from this. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, if I can make it.